What is going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and today I'm bringing you guys the 5th round of the PPL D2. Today I'm going up against a good friend of mine, Juancito Marvel. It says Manuel on the screen, and I almost said Manuel. So, real quick before we get into this battle, I just want to let you guys know, I was in call during this battle with Juan. Juan is one of my best friends. He is literally probably the only person in the entire league that I would say, okay, let's hop in a call during this battle, because I love this guy that much. Him and I have been friends for, dear Jesus, it's probably close to 2 years now. So maybe even 3 years. I've known him for a long ass time, but basically I wanted to have fun with this game. I did not want to be stressed out about this game, worrying about winning. I just wanted to make sure that if I wanted to have fun, and if I did lose, I wanted to make sure I didn't lose by a large margin to Volcarona. That's basically the only thing I wanted to worry about, or Mega Metacham. But basically, I just wanted to have a lot of fun with this match with a good friend of mine that I haven't ever battled in singles before. So that was something else that I really wanted to have fun with. But looking at the team that he brought, after a minute and 10 seconds of me rambling about how much I love Juan, the team he brought was basically the exact team that I was expecting, aside from the Chestnut, to be 100% honest with you. Because Chestnut, I was like, why would you bring Chestnut when I have Mega Houndoom, like Electros and Clefable and a bunch of stuff that just blow it back really easily? But, I mean, I can kind of see his thought process behind it with Sandslash, but because I kind of sort of bluffed that I was going to bring Scarf Sandslash. I was telling him all week that I accidentally dropped a set in the Skype chat that I was bringing Scarf Sandslash. So I can kind of see why he wanted to bring it. However, Skarmory kind of walls it, and so does Gastrodon. However, that's not the main part of the deal. Like that's not the main thing that I was thinking. But mainly, Mega Houndoom is my best lead. I can protect to stop Mega Metacham. I can see if he's scared of HP Grass with his Gastrodon. I can see if he's going to lead off with Skarm and get up Stealth Rocks, and I can Fire Blast. Like, there's a lot of things that I can do. But with that being said, let's go ahead and hop right into the battle. Okay, so I told you guys I was in call, right? Well, I'm going to basically be going through a lot of emotions this match. He leads off with his Gastrodon. And I was like, okay, this is fine. I can protect up to see if he's going to try to go straight for Earth Power or Scald or whatever he's going to do, and then I can go for Hidden Power Grass the next turn if I see that he's scared that I have Hidden Power Grass. So I do go for Protect, just as he goes for Earth Power. Not a huge deal. I can live in Earth Power, and I'm going to get off a Hidden Power Grass, see that he's not the Rindo Berry, which is really nice because that does a lot of damage, and he's going to go right for the Earth Power. I do live this fairly well with like 40 some odd HP, which is kind of sort of nice, to be 100% honest, because that means that I can I don't have to worry about like not very effective hits like a Seed Bomb or something like that from a Chestnut. So he's going to go right into his Tornadus as I go for another Hidden Power. It was turn 2. I didn't have to predict. I wasn't about to go for Fire Blast and risk a miss. So right here I'm going to go for Protect again. I wanted to scout and see if he had Superpower. Turns out he doesn't have Superpower at all. He has Hammer Arm, which I don't really agree with. I think he should have had Superpower instead, but whatever. Neither here nor there. So I'm going to go right into Dr. Draco. I'm going to try to get off a little, like, if he stays in and goes for a Hammer Arm or something, I wanted to get a Gooey on him. But he just goes right for U-turn. Gooey doesn't really matter. He's switching out. I don't understand why it goes off if they go for U-turn. Kind of stupid. But he's going to switch out. And he goes into Gastrodon. Now, after this leftovers, I'm going to pause this for a minute. I had a couple plays I could make. I could go for Power Whip and kill this thing, or I could predict him to switch into his Tornadus and go for Thunder Punch. Going for Thunder Punch was way too risky. There was no need for it. I don't need to do it. I need to go for Power Whip, and I need to kill this thing. Another thing that I could do is I could go for Flamethrower, expecting Chestnut to come in, predicting the Power Whip. So that's one thing that was going through my mind, and I kind of sort of didn't really let him know that I had any type of grass coverage. I go for the Power Whip, and I miss. First miss. Okay, the second I missed that, he'd be dead right now. No doubt about it, his Gastrodon would be dead. My life would be so much easier. It sucks. Right now I go for Flamethrower. I expected him to switch into his Chestnut thingy, as he's going to go for the knockoff on my Goodra, knock off my Assault Vest. At this point, I didn't really care, to be honest, because once I missed the Power Whip, I was like, I'm going to get 6-0'd because I just lost my one opportunity to knock this Gastrodon out early so my Electivire can come in and just spam Thunder Punches and fire and stuff like that. So I was really, really upset about that miss because that miss honestly could have ended the game basically right there. It's really frustrating. But right now he's going to go into his Chestnut, which I don't really agree with because he's seen that I have Flamethrower. Even though I am going for Thunder Punches right now on the Tornadus, like he knows that I have Flamethrower, so I don't know why he would go into this because his special defense isn't that good. So I am going to go for Flamethrower right here. It's going to do a decent chunk of damage, to be honest with you. It's going to do over 50%, and he's going to go for the Drain Punch, and he's going to get Gooey off, which doesn't really matter because he's slower than me anyway, even though I'm like a relaxed nature, so that's a thing, I guess, so it's whatever. So right here, I think he's going to go for Spiky Shield to get some leftovers recovery. And in hindsight, I think that was probably one of the better plays that he could have done. If he had gone for Drain Punch again and killed me, then it would have been a lot better, but it's whatever. So, I don't know if it would have been better, because he would have gotten health back and killed me anyway, I think. But I'm going to go for the Flamethrower right here, and I'm going to do a lot of damage to him, and he's going to go for the Drain Punch right here. Now, this is going to take me out, and Goodra goes down much earlier than what I would have liked, along with not taking out the Gastrodon. That was basically the only thing that Goodra was here for, and I'm really frustrated with Goodra right now. It's probably the number one Pokemon that I'm really disappointed with in my drafting, which is really depressing because I had a lot of hope for this thing. But what I'm going to do right here is, hold on. This turn right here, spoilers, it pissed me off. Because granted, Fire Blast is my best play. It 110% is my best play. Because I would kill this thing, I get off a lot of damage on the Gastrodon. Well, I wouldn't get a lot off, but I would get enough to where Hidden Power Grass would probably kill, depending on his EV spread. I get a lot of damage on Tornadus. So let's go ahead and hop back in. I'm going to be taking this battle kind of slow because a lot of stuff happened. He goes into Tornadus, and I missed the Fire Blast. Let me tell you why that mattered. The reason why that mattered is because he is at about 70% right now. Fire Blast does a minimum of 48% with his investment. He is Assault Vested, I realize. Fire Blast is powerful. This is a Mega Houndoom. The reason why that mattered is because I'm Rocky Helmet Jirachi. And the next turn, no matter what, I was not going to stay in case he outsped me. And if I had hit the Fire Blast, plus he got Rocky Helmet damage, he would be dead. And that would be two things that would be, at least I'm like, with the rolls, of course he'd be dead. Either way, he would have a lot more damage off than he would if he goes for a U-turn right here. So, the two misses so far. At this point in time in the call, I actually dropped my headphones and I said, I'm getting 6-0'd. And the reason why I say I'm getting 6-0'd is because I have... My Goodra was meant to take out the Gastrodon, and then this thing was meant to catch this Tornadus on a switch-in with a Fire Blast and nuke it. And I missed them both. Granted, they're both not 100% accuracy. If I wanted to win, I should have ran HP Grass and Ember. I realize. But whenever you make the correct play, and you make the good play, and you get punished for it, I honestly feel like it's the most frustrating thing in the entire world, and I absolutely hate it. I'm not salty about this whatsoever. I know it sounds like I am, but I'm not. It's frustrating whenever you go through it, especially two misses that matter so much in a game. Now, as I said, you can see that I'm switching out. I'm going into my Jirachi. In hindsight, going into Jirachi was a freaking terrible play. Because if I think I'm getting 6-0'd, why would I go into a Pokemon that could potentially get knocked off and have the one check that I have to Mega Medicham to bring it down to enough health to where Clefable can one-shot it? Why would I go into it and risk me losing my Rocky Helmet, you ask? I don't know. I was upset in the moment and I made a bad play. I realize you're going to kill me in the power ranking, Zenzo. I'm sorry. Anyway. Okay, so I go into Jirachi. Reason why is because I figured he would U-turn, and I wanted to get some Rocky Helmet on him, so he wasn't getting all of his health back that he was, and he'd at least take a little bit of health from it. So, see, he's at 50%. If I had gotten a medium roll with a Fire Blast, he'd be dead. Oh, that's frustrating. So he's going to go into his Gastrodon right here. And now, while this is kind of a bad thing, it's kind of also a good thing. The reason why. I'm gonna be pausing a lot in this match because a lot happened really, really quickly, and then I'm not going to pause it for the rest of the match. The reason why this is good is I'm physically defensive with a Rocky Helmet. And I'm also Wish Protect. I wanted to make sure that I could take a Earth Power decently well. So I went for Wish, and then I plan on protecting, and then I plan on going for my Rocks next turn, or the turn after I protect, so that way I can force in his Skarmory to defog, I can get in Houndoom again, and I can Fire Blast and get back on the offensive pressure. That was my mindset, and it was also kind of a, let me try not to get 6-0'd, please. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to set up a Wish, because after calculating it, I did know that I could live in Earth Power. It does about 70%, which is a lot, especially to, like, one of my walls, but you know what? It didn't do about 70, it did about 60. I'm going to go for the Protect right here, get my Wish completely back. If I wanted to be risky, I could have gone into Electivire, gotten all my health back, and then hoped that I could have done something, but Earth Power would have done too much. So like I said, I'm going to set up my Stealth Rocks. This pressures him to not be switching in and out so much. This means that his Volcarona can't come in until he defogs. This forces Skarmory to come in. That is amazing for me, because if I didn't force Skarmory to come in, I would be getting 6-0'd 100%. So I'm going to go into my Milotic right here. There's a reason why I wanted to go into Milotic. I'm especially defensive. I can eat up an Earth Power, and I can Toxic this thing and start wearing it down to hopefully bring it to a point where Hidden Power Grass from Mega Houndoom will kill it on a switch in or whatever. That was my hope. So I'm going to Toxic it. And in the exact same turn, the most useful turn in the entire world, he Toxics me too. So that's a thing, I guess. It was funny. We both just kind of laughed in call. Also, whenever I missed those two moves, all Juan said for like 5 minutes was, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." That's all he would say, because he knew how much they mattered. But you know what? It's fine. He's a good friend. I'm not salty about it at all, but it's just Pokemon. So I go to my Electivire because I need to go on the offensive. I know he's going to go for Earth Power. I know he's going to do a lot, but I need to go on the offensive and get damage on this thing so I can kill it, so I don't get 6-0'd and I can save my differential. So since I know I'm at a low amount of health, there's no point in me trying to make a prediction going for Thunder Punch. I'm just going to Hidden Power. I'm going to Hidden Power Grass. I'm going to get off a lot of damage, and it's going to do a decent chunk. And I know I'm going to die the next turn. However, this thing is at a really low amount of health now, which is amazing. He's going to Earth Power Electivire, and Electivire, my biggest win condition that I thought going into this match is basically just getting Death Foddered, which is really depressing whenever I'm being honest. So basically now I'm going to go into my Mega Houndoom. He is within Dark Pulse range. He's within Dark Pulse range, so going for Dark Pulse is basically my best play. With that being said, he's going to withdraw. Now, he did not remember that Stealth Rocks were up, and he goes into his Volcarona. This changed the match 110%. The reason being, one thing that okay, so I'm going to break it down for you guys real quick. Right now, I'm down 6-4. I could potentially get 6-0'd. However, I have a win condition in Clefable. What Clefable can do is Clefable can wall out Mega Medicham. It can kill the Gastrodon from this range, and it outspeeds. It can also wall out the Tornadus, because all I've seen so far is U-turn, knockoff, and I know he has a fighting move. And he can also beat this Volcarona. So right now, him taking 50% along with the Dark Pulse means that my Clefable is a whole lot less pressured from this thing, and it can live a lot more hits from the other things, along with having my Milotic there to kind of sort of help out with the Skarmory along with Houndoom. So, him going into Volcarona gives me a very slight glimmer of hope. So, pardon me. So, I go for Dark Pulse. This does a shit ton of damage. This does about 45%. It makes me so happy. He's going to withdraw and goes into his Skarmory because he wants to get rid of the rocks. However, Dark Pulse is a 2-hit KO. This turned around the entire game. The one thing that could potentially stop my Clefable from bringing back the entire game and sweeping at this point in time is gone. That matters so much. Okay, so right here, hold on. I'm gonna pause again. Right here, if he goes for fake out, I'm gonna protect. I'm gonna protect no matter what because I don't want him going for fake out and killing me. So protect right now is my best option. Just to let you guys know because this battle kind of gets rushed, and I feel like I'm rushed a lot doing post comm, so which is why I want a capture card so I can live comm stuff. So Mega Medicham I figured he was going to fake out, so I do go for the protect. However, he goes for power up punch, which is scary, but not as scary as fake out with all the other stuff. I could have stayed in and gone for a Dark Pulse and killed this thing. However, I didn't want to risk him going for like, I don't know what I was scared of, but I could have. He goes for power up punch. And he takes Rocky Helmet damage. He is now in range of Moonblast from Clefable. So right now, Clefable kills Gastrodon, Chestnut, and Mega Medicham. All I have to do is drop it in and get a free switch in. So Jirachi does in fact go down, which is kind of depressing. The only thing that I didn't really, I don't know. I just hate the fact that that Jirachi went down. But right here, I do get the chance to get in my Clefable. He sees that it's unaware, even though he's at +1. Bullet Punch doesn't do much, and Moonblast does in fact take out the Mega Medicham. Now, this is very important because now my Houndoom has one less threat. All I have to worry about now is his Tornadus. He's going to go into his Gastrodon, and right now, Gastrodon is not able to live a Moonblast. So, this real quick went from me getting 6-0 to me bringing it back with just Clefable, because Clefable put a lot of pressure on his team late game once his Volcarona was weakened and his Skarm was weakened, which is very, very nice. So, right here, he has a couple options. Volcarona is going to die anyway. There's really no need for him to save it, but he goes into Iago. Don't really understand why. Now, hold on one second. So, he's going to U-turn right here. And I had a couple of things I could do. I could have either Moonblasted whatever came in, or I could have Thunder Waved. If he had gone for like knockoff or something and I had Thunder Waved this, I could stay with my Clefable the rest of the game and I win. However, if he switches out, sacks off his Volcarona, then my Thunder Wave is useless. He could go into this, and then he could Sludge Wave me and kill me, which is what I was kind of worried about this turn, but I needed to make a play and try to win at this point in time. Otherwise, I was screwed. So I did go for Thunder Wave as he goes for U-turn instead of the Sludge Wave, which kind of worried me that he had Sludge Wave. If I'm being honest, if he had Sludge Wave, he could have beaten me because my Clefable is basically my only win condition right now. He goes into Volcarona, and it does go down to Rocks, which is a very nice like forgotten kill for Jirachi, to be honest. Now, right here I start to play a little bit stupid again. Granted, right now, I win. I hate to say it, but at this point in time, I win no matter what. He's going to go for knockoff, revealing that he doesn't have the Sludge Wave to me. Because if he had Sludge Wave, he would have gone for it right there. I do go for Thunder Wave and paralyze this, and that sealed my victory. No matter what, I'm going to win. What I win is up to me now, because I can either save differential or I can try to play a little safe. I'm going to go for Moonblast just because I wanted to see how much damage it would do, and that does a decent chunk as he goes for U-turn, trying to get some of his health back. And he's going to go into his Chestnut. Now, I play stupid here. I know for a fact I play stupid. I shouldn't have done this. I really truthfully expected a Leech Seed. And I don't know why I figured that Clefable wouldn't be okay with it, but he's going to Spiky Shield right here as I go for Moonblast. Okay. I'm going to pause it. I expected him to Leech Seed, and I don't know why I was worried about my Clefable dying. I was like, this is my win condition. I can't leave it in. What if I was so scared because I was on the verge of getting 6-0'd, and I let my nerves get the best of me, and I could potentially win 3-0 if I just leave my Clefable in. That's all I have to do is leave my Clefable in, and I win 3-0. So right now, I do make the very stupid play, and I go into my Milotic. I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking. All I remember is I was trying to check the status of my Milotic, and I accidentally switched in. I think I thought that there was some knowledge behind it, but I don't know. Maybe I just made a stupid play. And I honestly did make a stupid play, but it's whatever. So right here, I have in my Milotic. Seed Bomb does over 50%. So with Toxic, he's going to kill me. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm actually going to Scald. I actually figured that he would. I don't really know what I was expecting, but he's going to go for Seed Bomb again, and this actually takes me down really far. I thought it would kill me, but I think I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. But I basically let my Lotic die for no reason, and I played extremely stupid. And these couple turns kind of sort of embarrassed me a little bit. But I go down to 2 HP. I can still kill this thing with an Ice Beam that I could have killed the first time that I should have done, but I was stupid and didn't. So I guess that's a thing. And the Chestnut does go down, which, you know, I guess is good. But I'm going to go down to Toxic, and I lose a differential because of it. And I could be at a higher differential than I am right now, which kind of sucks. Which I'm probably going to talk about that later on in the match. But my Milotic did go down to Toxic. I need to fix that on the layout. Sorry about that. And then now it's just up to me just staying here and clicking Moonblast 2 times and winning the game and killing the Tornadus. So, yeah. Tornadus goes for Heat Wave, showing me that he had Heat Wave and not Sludge Wave, which kind of good. But now I just go for a Moonblast a second time and take out the Tornadus. And basically, Clefable won me that entire match. If I didn't have Clefable, I would have lost. So I won 2-0 instead of 3-0 like I should have. Just because I played really stupidly, which, yeah, it bugs me. But, you know, it happens. I mean, I realize that I shouldn't have made the stupid plays with my Lotic, but, you know, it's whatever. So, real quick, if you have not seen basically every other battle yet today, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to click out of this battle because I'm going to be talking about spoilers. So I'll give you 5 seconds from right now. Okay, so if you have seen everybody else's battle, you will know that the person in first place, Troy the Trojan Horsey, lost 5-0, which brings him to a differential of +8 at 4-1. And if you notice, I won this game 2-0, which brings me to 4-1 at +8. So if I had saved my Milotic and I hadn't made the stupid play, I would be ahead of him by 1 differential point, and I would definitively be number 1 in D2. But because I made a stupid play, I'm not. And there's a part of me that really regrets it, and there's a part of me that's kind of like, well, you know, I played stupid. I deserve not to be in first. So, it happens. I'm not salty about it. I'm salty about the 2 misses. I don't know how to describe it. It sucks that the 2 misses happens, but I don't take it out on Juan, and I'm not really salty at him about it. It just sucks. But that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this very long battle. At least it seems like it's long, but it was only about like 35 turns, but yeah. So make sure you guys leave a like for me. I would really appreciate it. Also, make sure you guys go check out Juan's channel. Very good dude. He's so close to 250 subscribers, and I would love it if you guys could get him there for me. I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.